Hello everybody, I am back and I am recording on a very old flip camera, so I have no idea what the quality is going to be like, but this week alone I've been requested to make a video by 3 or 4 different people, and I've been away a very long time and I've had a lot of personal crap I've been dealing with. Yeah, so I'm here to appease those 4 people. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I didn't plan this out. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing that I decided to do. And here I am. So I guess I'm going to start with 2018 wasn't a very good year for me. I had, like I said, a lot of personal crap I had to deal with. But I actually started to deal with that crap. I got some professional help. And I'm now on a medication that's helping me greatly. And I will probably be starting therapy. I'm not sure when. I have another appointment with my doctor next week. So we'll see how that goes. But for the time being, I can no longer have wine. I can no longer have any sort of alcohol. So for this video, it's not really a wine and dollies, but I have chilled water and dolls. So I guess we're gonna start with that. And I forgot, it's Community Day in Pokemon Go, and it's Totodile Day, and I am all about Pokemon Go still, so I need to go catch some Totodiles. So I'm going to make this very quick, because I don't want to lose my natural light, because right now I look amazing, just saying. So we're just going to plow through this real quick. So since I don't really know what I'm going to talk about anyway, I've just kind of laid out a bunch of dolls. I'm just going to chat about stuff, I guess, because I guess that's one of the things people missed about my videos is I just kind of ramble, and they enjoy the sound of my voice as background, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, but go at it, I guess. I just think it's, I don't know, it was just kind of, what's the word I want? I was honored that people actually were still watching my videos, even though I haven't made one since, I don't even remember when my last video was. May or March or something. So, oh my god. My sister keeps messaging me about Pokemon Go. Okay, so, for most of my doll-related things, I've been keeping up with my Instagram fairly regularly. My doll Instagram, not my personal Instagram. My personal Instagram is a whole other mess that I haven't really done anything with. Okay, I'm just not going to respond to her, because... Stop. So yeah, my personal Instagram is a whole other mess that I haven't dealt with, but my doll Instagram, I've been keeping up with it fairly regularly. I have also been cross-posting my posts to Tumblr, my doll Tumblr for the most part. I've kind of let my Flickr account go to the wayside just because I wasn't going to pay them, I think it was like $50 Canadian to keep my account active and let me still upload pictures. So as far as Flickr goes, I've kind of curated my own account. Instead of deleting the oldest pictures, I've kind of went through and picked out the photos that I didn't really feel were that great, or they were a series of photos and I decided I didn't need all of them. In that case, I kind of deleted the ones that you guys didn't like as much. So I ended up getting it down to, I don't know what that was. I ended up getting it down to 1,000, and then I had to delete a couple because I wanted to add a couple more photos, and I think right now I'm at 999 photos, so I'm allowed one more photo. I don't know what it's going to be or if I'll even bother with it, because I mostly just use Flickr to like other people's posts and for inspiration and that sort of thing. So with Flickr taking away access for free users, I feel like they're really killing their user base. But that's a whole nother story, and I don't really want to go on a Flickr rant or any sort of rant. So yeah, let's get on to some dolly stuff. So as far as the dolls that I'm going to show you, a lot of them have already been on my Instagram, so there's going to be some repeats if you actually follow me on Instagram, which you should follow me on Instagram. Just look me up as Doll Dirt. So, refreshing. So anyway, let's just show some dolls. Okay, let's just show some dolls. As far as current projects that I'm working on that I've kind of been slacking on, I started a Midge head reroute. This is original Midge. I haven't gotten very far. As you can see, she's very bald on the back. I've moved her hairline very far down. I'm going to repaint her when I finally get the reroute done, which could take me a while because I think I started this one before Christmas. I don't remember when I started it. I made the mistake of starting 3 reroutes at one time, and I finished 2 of those reroutes. I just haven't finished this one. One of the other reroutes I did when I was doing Midge was Midori, which is a Takara cool girl, side girl head on a Barbie made to move body, and I gave her a lot more hair length, and it's a lot nicer texture than the stock hair she had. Her hair is actually from a Ever After High Raven Queen. I'm all about upcycling doll hair from dolls I thrift that don't necessarily want. I typically don't thrift a doll for their hair, but I'll thrift them for their bodies, and if their hair is good, I will reuse the hair before I finally offload the head on somebody. But yeah, she's probably one of my all-time favorite dolls now. She's very pretty and very unique as far as her sculpt goes. I did notice when I finally took all her hair off, her head is very angular and flat. It's a weird shape, but I added more plugs on the top to kind of round out the top of her head, because I think that was one of the issues with her original hair, is not only it was cut very stupid and weird, it was very thinly, sparsely rooted on the top because she's supposed to wear a helmet, and you're not supposed to redress dolls, right? Or I guess she was more of an action figure. So you're not supposed to redress those, so I'm really glad that I finally took the initiative and redid this doll. Another issue I had with her though, I didn't realize her head was rock hard before I started cutting off all her hair, so I had to go out and buy a heating pad so I could actually get the needles into her head. So that was an interesting challenge, but I am very glad that I bought the heating pad because I've gotten so much use out of it. Not just for reroutes, but for like removing heads or limbs or anything like that. It is a dream come true. The last head that I did was I'm pretty sure it was Crystal Caves Ken. I bought his head on eBay from my favorite seller, which I will not disclose because I'm tired of everyone buying all the good heads before I find them. John knows what I'm talking about. But he is a Crystal Caves Ken head that I rerouted in Rochelle's pink hair, which is like perfect for him. And then I gave him a Batman vs. Superman Batman body and repainted it to match his head. I'm not sure if it's matching in this light, but normally it's okay for me, and I don't mind it. But yeah, he is fully articulated and everything still. I do have him dressed in long sleeves and long pants just because I'm worried about chipping, and I'd rather not see the damage, so it's hidden under long clothes. But yeah, he is perfect now, and I'm really glad that I went ahead and got this head because this was like a grail doll for me, and he's finally completed. So that is great. But then, of course, Mattel had a sale at Christmas time, and I had the real Crystal Caves Ken in my cart with a coupon attached to him. And since anybody who's actually purchased from Mattel's website, they know it's not the best programming and coding, so it let me stack the coupon that was already applied to him with the discount for the sale. So he was really, really good price. That is not good language. He was finally at a price where I could handle buying him, because normally he was $100 American, which worked out to be like $150 Canadian plus shipping. So I think I got him, after everything was said and done, for like $50 or something like that Canadian, which is nuts to me. But he does have issues as far as quality goes. I don't have anything to add about it that other people haven't mentioned in other reviews, but I am very glad that I finally got him. He is gorgeous. I haven't decided if I'm going to remove all of his armor and stuff, just because I've heard that once you take it off you can't get it back on. I don't know how true that is, but I don't want to break it either, because I really like the way he looks, and I do have my pink-haired version, which kind of I'm okay with him being like this and him being like this. One day I probably will get bored of him and take him apart and redo him, because he does have black arms under all this stuff, which is weird. And I do kind of want to paint like white skin on top, so it's more like a blackout tattoo versus just black arms, which could be fun. So I'll see if I ever actually do that or not. But yeah, Crystal Caves Ken, he is perfect. Another thing that Mattel did is he was supposed to arrive before Christmas, because I ordered him at the beginning of December, and he didn't actually arrive, so they refunded me the shipping, which is why he ended up being like $50, which is amazing. And as far as customer service goes, as much as I complain about Mattel's dolls, their customer service is the best I've ever experienced, and I would recommend anybody, if they ever have a problem, to contact them, because they are amazing. I know other people have said that they're not amazing, blah, 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 but my personal experience is they are great. Look at me just rambling here. Okay, she hasn't responded back. Perfect. So anyway, back to work in progress dolls. I picked up a blank She-Ra head from my favorite seller on eBay, which I still won't disclose. And I put her on a thrifted body. It's one of the Wonder Woman characters. I cannot think of her name right now. And the match is pretty good. So overall, she is still the real She-Ra doll proportions, but she is, you know, it actually matches his head, because his head isn't actually She-Ra tone. It's a lighter color. I think it's Nostalgia. Whatever the purple top made to move is. And I plan to repaint this doll, probably similar to the way I've seen a few online where they've been repainted. I want to stick with the same style, but I want to go not so much Frosta, but like maybe like an in-between sort of character. Maybe something more original. I'm unsure. I might even go like sort of Gemmy on her. I'm not quite sure yet. It might be fun. But yeah, eventually I will repaint her. I did get a lot of paints for Christmas, so we'll see. And I also did get some brushes, so I'm going to play around with that. And I feel like I'm losing my light. It's getting darker. I feel like I need to slow down because I'm going too fast. I'm getting a little bit of anxiety, but that's fine. That's fine. So something else that I've been working on off and on is male dolls in general. So for Christmas, I received a Dumbledore off of my Amazon wish list that I have no idea who purchased him for me. He just kind of showed up one day and I was like, I didn't order anything, what is going on? So I received a Dumbledore and I was kind of in shock. So I kind of, once I opened the box, I rewrapped it in case he wasn't supposed to be like a random thing. So I opened him on Christmas. I still don't know who bought me that Dumbledore, but whatever, thank you, whoever you are. So I ended up with a Dumbledore, and then I finally found one locally at EB Games, which is weird that they sold the Harry Potter dolls, but the only places I found in Canada that actually have them are EB Games and Toys R Us. And the closest Toys R Us to me is a 45-minute, 50-minute drive. So I haven't been there to actually grab one yet. But yeah, now I have 2 Dumbledores. This one was rebodied with, I don't remember his name, but he's Cactus somebody's head. And then this is Dumbledore. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. But I trimmed his beard off and kind of feathered out the edges so it's less weird. Or more natural looking, I should say. And he's got a bun because I thought that was fun. But the thing I do want to mention about Dumbledore, he's got the stupidest hairline. Like the back is like so high. I know it's supposed to be down and you're not supposed to play with these dolls and don't open them and whatever. But yeah, eventually I'm going to take this Dumbledore's original head, steal the hair, and fill in more of this Dumbledore's hairline and move it way down at the back. But I have to get to that point. I'm not in a rerouting mood right now, so sorry Midge, sorry Dumbledore. Eventually you'll get there. But overall, I love Dumbledore's body. It's sort of Broad Ken meets Fashionista Ken, old Fashionista Ken when he was articulated. And that's fun for me. I enjoy that. I love his thick belly, because it's more like me, which is the stupidest thing I've ever said. But yeah, so 2 Dumbledore bodies. I kind of want more Dumbledores, but I'm going to hold off. Hopefully they go down in price, because in Canada I think they're like $34.99, $35, which is a little steep to just sort of hoard dolls for their bodies. So we'll see how that goes. But as of right now, I'm really happy with my Dumbledores. And as far as the other Harry Potter dolls, I haven't purchased any of them. A, because they're expensive, and B, I'm not overly impressed with the bodies. I kind of want McGonagall. I kind of don't. Just because her body has... It's mostly Barbie, but it's also got really large feet, and I don't know. I'm just trying to talk myself out of wanting her. And then the girls I wanted for rebodies, but maybe I don't. And the boys I wanted for rebodies, but maybe I don't. So if they ever go on sale or more readily available, I might pick them up. But as of right now, nah, I'm good. Stick with my Dumbledores. Something else I did was... I don't remember his name either, but it's another Fashionista Ken. I grafted his head. You could probably see a line. It's not the best color match. I grafted his neck, not his head, onto the original Fashionista articulated Ken body. So he can pose now, and his neck is proportional. His neck is more proportional because the original Fashionista Kens have really stubby necks, because the most of the neck was in the actual head sculpt, where the newer heads, they're not. They cut them. Anyway, so I did that, and I'm really happy with him now. So these were actually 2 Fashionistas I got for Christmas. That was weird. So these were 2 Fashionistas I got for Christmas, and I actually was able to rebody them, because usually Fashionistas don't match anything, and I'm happy with these because I can actually do stuff with them now, and I love being able to pose dolls. So when I found my second Dumbledore at EB Games, I also found a very marked down Lara Croft. So when I originally got Lara Croft, brand new, pre-ordered on Amazon, was super excited, got her, hated her, kind of made myself like her. This Lara Croft was supposed to be a body donor, but the body wasn't what I thought. I thought it was more like Wonder Woman, so she had the more muscular legs, which she doesn't. She has more of the Barbie look doll legs, so they're normal Barbie legs, but she has the muscular arms. So it didn't work for the custom I intended. So, hair in your face. Stop it. I ended up just putting her hair down, kind of getting it to flatten out a little bit so it's less ponytaily, redressed her. And I actually really enjoy her now. The only other thing I might want to do to her is maybe try to sand out her jawline so it's a little not as sharp. But that I'm on the fence with because I don't want to wreck her either, because I'm actually enjoying her now. So we'll see. Right now she's looking pretty cute. So yeah. So I just realized the rest of my dolls are just kind of favorites from 2018. So I guess I'm gonna go there next. So I guess as far as 2018 dolls go, I'm not gonna pull out every doll I got in 2018 or my top 10 because that's a lot of dolls and I've already kind of laid out a bunch. If I would have planned this better, it would have just been a top 10 dolls of 2018 video. This guy. I haven't done a single thing with him, but I pre-ordered him because I had to have him. I figured if I didn't like him, I would use his body for my Crystal Caves doll because the skin tone is pretty spot on. But that wasn't the case. I actually love him. I still haven't done anything with him though because I think my issue with Fashion Royalty Integrity Toys dolls is the price is so steep for these and I have to save up for them that I don't want to wreck them. So most of my Integrity Toys dolls I've purchased secondhand, so I'm not so much worried about damaging them. But this guy, I do need to redress him or something, but I do like the way he looks in his stock outfit, so I haven't bothered. But he does pose very well. The only thing I'm kind of mad about is they still haven't fixed the heads, so they barely move, which is my biggest pet peeve with this type of doll, especially for the price of them. But yeah, Cocktails for Men. I think his name was Liard. Lard? I don't know how to say his name. But yeah. The funny thing is he wasn't my first choice. There was two other guys ahead of him, but they sold out like... So it was kind of like beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to get this guy. And yeah, he's fun. Very handsome. So that's a cool purchase. Another doll that I bought is also IT, but she was secondhand. She is one of my ultimate grail dolls. Has been for a long time, but I finally managed to get her this year. She is Darby Kenner, which is she's based on Darcy, CoverGirl by Kenner, so that's fun. But yeah, no, I got this doll and I love her to bits. I never do anything with her either just because she is IT, but I find my issue with her is I always want her to look glamorous and I don't have a lot of glamorous clothing. So right now she's in Poolside Chic's dress, which I think suits her very well. It kind of brings out her eye makeup. So yeah, she is very pretty. I'm really glad I finally got her. So moving down the line, another doll that I really wanted and finally got in 2018 that I only learned about in 2018, so it's not so much a grail, but I was really glad that I got her, is Mimi. She is basically, I don't want to say she's basically a Korean Jenny. Is she Korean? I think she's Korean. Anyway, she's, yeah. But that's kind of the feel she has. But her body, like I did put her on a made to move body because I feel like it suits her a little better than her weird Gumby leg, Gumby arm bodies that I guess that's probably why I think of Jenny, is because Jenny sort of has that type of body. Oh, we lost a shoe, of course. But I'm kind of rambling. But yeah, Mimi. And she's tan Mimi. Most Mimis aren't tan. So as soon as I saw that she came in a tan, I'm like, okay, I have to get her because she's different. A lot of my dolls aren't tan. Especially, well, I shouldn't say especially. I only have 2 Jennies and 2 Likas. So Mimi kind of stands out as her own thing. I do want to get another Mimi. I just can't decide on what Mimi because there's a lot of Mimis. So yeah, Mimi. Mimi. I kind of sound like a Muppet. Anyway, Mimi. I have no idea where that shoe went. I will find it when I'm done. And this one actually didn't make my top dolls of 2018 list, but she is a doll that's very close to my heart. She is the Cindy doll from my childhood. Nothing special. I think she's called Swim Time Cindy. I can't remember at the top of my head, but I thrifted this doll in 2018, and as soon as I saw her, I knew she was the doll from my childhood, just because she still had her heart-shaped earrings, which is shocking because Cindy dolls, they don't have the, I don't know if they're like locks, those little prongy things on the inside of their earrings like Mattel Barbies do, so they are easily lost, but she still had hers. So she was very easy to ID, and I was really super stoked, that's the word, stoked, that I found her. The only thing I'm not so happy with is I don't remember my childhood doll having such frizzy, ratty hair. Maybe it's because I took care of mine really well, but for the most part she's okay. She does have a lot of breakage, but I don't think I'm going to reroute her anytime soon because that's a lot of effort. And yeah, I've rerouted as Cindy before and it wasn't my favorite thing, so we're going to leave her as is for now. But yeah, I still think she's very pretty, so that works for me. And last but not least, the last doll of 2018 that I'm going to show you, actually the last doll I'm going to show you in this whole video, is my rerouted Totally Hair Barbie, who is ultimately my favorite Totally Hair Barbie out of all of my Totally Hair Barbies. So yeah, Totally Hair Barbie. Absolutely love her. I'm really glad that I finally rerouted her. I tried for months trying to find somebody to reroute this doll for me because I really didn't want to deal with such long hair. But eventually I bit the bullet and just did it myself. And I'm really glad that I did. She turned out exactly how I wanted, with a side part instead of the big foo bangs. So that's fun. I also made her a custom outfit with my limited sewing abilities. It's actually thrifted Barbie clothes that I painted over and used a shit ton of glitter to kind of make it a unique sort of look for her, so she'd stand out with all my other Totally Hair Barbies. But overall, this was a fun project to do, and I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't do it again by any means. Well, I might reroute another Totally Hair Barbie, but yeah, you get it. I would never do this glitter mess again. Because that was a mess. Glitter is always a mess. But yeah, that's the last doll I'm going to show you. And I've been rambling for long enough, I feel. I have no idea how long this video is. And I really need to go catch some Totodiles. So I'm going to end this here. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Hopefully this video was at least somewhat watchable, because I feel like I just like the whole time. And I didn't really slow down, even though I said I was going to slow down, and I'm doing it again. I'm very rambly. So yeah, I don't know when my next video is going to be, but hopefully it won't be as stretched out as my last video. So thank you all for watching. You are all amazing people, and have a super amazing day. Bye.